Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are discussing why are you here? And the reason we are discussing this subject is because we believe that the reason that you are here is gonna depend of your experience here in the country or any place that you visit. And also the reason that we are making this video is because we frequently see messages or comments from people. And the most recent one was one about somebody talking about an expat. They live here partially or used to live here, and then he's no longer living in here, and how this person said that was too bad because this person was a good representation for the Dominican Republic. And now that he left, he don't believe that he will come. And Dominican Republic was on his list for he to be over here, living or retire over here. And now he doesn't longer have this place as a retirement place, but for a vacation place. So that makes us believe that this is a good topic for this video. Why are you here? So let's get started. Do you want to start?
So yeah, I'll start. So just kind of reiterate what she mentioned. So this comment came from a viewer who said he was looking at retiring here in DR, and based on what another expat experience was, that he no longer wanted to retire here and it'd just be for vacation. And in that thread, I remember you replying back saying, yes, that was this person's experience, but that doesn't mean it has to be your experience. And the person replied back, said, yeah, but this guy's American, and as me being a fellow American, I'm gonna tend to, I guess believe whatever the Americans say, to believe. So, when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, this is weird, because at the end of the day, your experience is gonna depend on the reason why you're here. Now, I say this, if you plan on having a similar lifestyle as this person that you, I guess, are following, then I can probably agree, yeah, you may have similar results as that person. But if your lifestyle is not the same as the person that you're listening to, then I don't understand why you would think you have a similar experience. For example, the person that I'm watching lifestyle doesn't reflect my lifestyle or what I want or trying to accomplish in life, then I'm not gonna assume that my experience is gonna be the same just because this person may be the same race as me or the same gender as me. That just, to me, that's just silly, to even think something like that. So, and for example, like, you get people that come over here that are, some that are retired, they're single, they're not working, they get up in the morning, they do whatever they want to do, they get up at a certain time, do whatever they want to do, they go out and they may take a walk, or then they may hang out with some other expats, and they drink, they chase tail, they have all these different, relationship with all these different women. There's no way that I'm gonna think that a guy like me is gonna have a similar outcome as this person, because that's not my lifestyle. Number one, I'm not retired, I'm not single, I don't chase tail, I have a daughter, we're running businesses, here. So, my life, the results that I'm gonna get are gonna be totally different than the results that some of these other people are actually getting. So I would say this, if you're listening to people who are not on the same trajectory as you are, or they're not doing, or their lifestyle doesn't align with your lifestyle, I'm not saying that what they're saying is they're lying, or I'm not saying that what they're saying is may not be true, but what I'm saying is that it may not be true for you. Obviously it's true for them, but doesn't mean it's gonna be true for you. I would pay more attention to the person whose lifestyle closely aligns with where you're trying to go in life. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense, and I totally agree. And if you are coming, or not just here to Dominican Republic or any other country, where you hear different things. Like if you come over here, you're just gonna have a party life all the time, and you see somebody that is here they have a bad experience. If you're trying to have the similar lifestyle, of course, that probably you say, okay, that might happen to me. But if you coming over here to have a totally different, you need to see an example of somebody that living the same lifestyle that you're trying to live, and then you will see if that works for you or not. Like we have a couple examples. Let's say that we recently watched this person came on in the feed, and it was this couple that, you remember that couple?
Yeah.
It was this couple that they had been here in Dominican Republic before, and they traveled to many different places, and they made a video saying that they are coming back to the Dominican Republic because they haven't found a place like here that they like so much. And this is a couple. I didn't see any kids, so it looked like they are not a very, very young couple, so a mature couple. So probably their kids are young, older, if they just traveling themselves. I don't know, because I don't know their personal life. But I don't know how is it that for some people the experience is totally different to other people, and it had to be a reason. And I might believe that had to be the reason. If you come over here to live this lifestyle, you probably gonna have similar result as they do. And we're gonna play this clip about this couple talking about their experience. That way you know what we're talking about.
A year and a half ago, we left the Dominican Republic, a place that we love so much. We spent so much time there, but we felt like it was time to move on and go search for more happy places. Well, since then, we literally traveled around the entire globe looking for more places like that beautiful country, and we found some great places, but the Dominican Republic just keeps calling us back. And today, we're packing up to go back to our favorite place in the entire world, and we're so excited.
So now you gotta ask yourself, why this particular couple experience was so different that they even said they went all around the world and they couldn't get Dominican Republic out of their mind, that they had to come back here because this is what was calling them to come back. Now, if you go look at their channel, they've been everywhere. So I know the first thing you probably gonna say, oh, because they white. That's not it. That's just the first thing that people want to say, just to continue with that, the victim mentality. That's not the reason. The reason is because of why they're here. They're, like she said, they're a mature couple. They're married or together, whatever. I don't know what their marital status is, but they are together. And so they're not here to, chase tail. They're not here to party to 3 o'clock in the morning. They're not here to,
Or if they're doing that, they're doing it together.
Right.
They not associating themselves with a situation where they will probably be in disadvantage.
Right. So, it's the reason why they are here. They're coming back for a reason. What brought them back is not what brings most people. Well, let me not say most people, but because there's a lot of people that come here, but most of the people who you hear doing all the complaining online about what's happening to them, they're not coming back here for that reason. They're coming back here because they're here to enjoy the culture, enjoy what the country has to offer. So you have to make sure that you understand that the reason why you're here is going to determine your experience. Now, there's a wide variety of reasons why you can be here. It's not like it's black or white, like you're here to chase tail or you're here to just, enjoy the country. There's a lot of reasons. Some people come, like I say, to just chase tail. And I can tell you right there, your experience is going to be on the much negative end of the spectrum if that's the only reason you're here. Now, if you're here to enjoy the culture, then your experience is going to be on the positive end of the spectrum. Some people come here just to work and kind of relax. That's fine too. and they're gonna have a certain type of experience. Some people come here not even to chase tail, just to party hard, just to go in and just party. Your experience is gonna be on that negative end, maybe not all the way to the far end, but it's gonna be on the negative end of the spectrum, because we already know when you start when party and alcohol and girls and all this stuff gets involved in your lifestyle, things tend to, things tend to get out of control. You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes to where you don't even have control. But we met a guy one time who was here. I forgot his name, but this was the guy from the UK. He was here because he worked remotely, and most of the time he was in his room working, building his business. And he would get out every now and then. He said, yeah, I get out every now and then, but I didn't come over for that. I came here to enjoy the culture, kind of learn the culture. He wasn't over here trying to, not saying, I don't know if, I'm not saying that he wasn't, meeting females.
Trying to see if he can meet somebody while he's here.
But that wasn't his focus.
But that wasn't the main reason that he was here.
That wasn't his main reason why he's here. He was here to know the culture. And if you come here to know the culture and understand the culture and try to enjoy it, you're gonna have a different experience than a person that's coming here to do, the things that they can actually do in their own hometown.
And then you have some other people, like I know that some people are very, very focused and they want to meet somebody. They want to meet a female because they're tired of probably the female in their home country. If they only focus is that, and they come to the country just to look for that, and they have never had no luck because the only focus is that. I will say, if you want that,
which is not a bad thing, to want to come here for that.
It's not a bad thing, but if you only focus on that, you're gonna just try to get along. Not get along, but just try to hook up with anybody just because you're in a hurry to do that. You want that to happen.
Right.
If that's the only focus, you will be talking to anybody. If anybody they give you the green light to talk to that person, you will think that they like you, or that you can have something with that person, which probably it is. This person is just trying to be nice. So if you come with a different I must say my favorite word, perspective. If you come with another perspective and something probably to enjoy the country or to see what you can find here, and in the way, if you find somebody that aligns with what you want to be, what you want in your life, then it's good. But if your main focus is something, sometimes when you have that focus, that's what you want so bad, sometimes it gets difficult.
Right. Yeah, because you get messages where guys say, hey, I can't wait to come over here my first trip. I hope to meet a beautiful Dominican woman on your first trip. And it's like, and then how long you staying? Oh, I'll be here for 2 weeks.
2
days.
2 days. But sometimes it's just the weekend.
Right,
sometimes the weekend is 4 days, and then they going back and they expect to be somebody. They really, really get into somebody serious where you don't have. First of all, you haven't spent enough time in the country, and then it's your first time here. What serious can you find in that short time?
Right. Like I mentioned, it's not a bad thing that's an idea that you want to do. I think that's fine, but you just got to understand that you're not going to do it in 2 weeks. Personally, I believe that you meet people. The best way to meet people here, in my opinion, is organically. Which takes longer than 2 weeks. It means that you're here, and I know a lot of you guys don't have a lot of time. You can't be here for a month, you can't be here for 2 months, but I just think organically is the best way to meet them. And when I say organically, I mean if you're living here and you frequent the same places, like you go to the same grocery store, you go to the same pharmacy, you go to the same car wash, you go to some of the same bars, go to the same banks, these type of things, you naturally, meet people, you naturally interact, you naturally have, relationships. It's people that, all the places I go to, which I go to some of the same places, like, to pick up my Amazon packages. I go to the same grocery stores for the most part. I go to the cigar all the time. Most of these, when I go to these places, most of these people know who I am. men and women, you know. So, and I've developed, I wouldn't say like friendships, but you know, they know who I am, and if you are that person, and you see somebody that you may like, that is the opportunity to kind of like continue to start some type of dialogue and continue to develop that relationship with this person. So, well, I know you're gonna say, well, I ain't got time for that, which you may not, but what I'm saying is you get to know people this way if you do it organically. If you're just jumping on Tinder or you're doing this and meeting people trying to do a quick hookup and kind of see if you like this person, I'm not saying that doesn't work, because I'm sure that it's worked for some people, but it's not ideal to me.
I agree with that. That's the best way to meet people, not just here. Anywhere you go is organically. I'm gonna sound, if I repeat this, I'm gonna sound like how you say a cassette.
A broken record.
A broken record when I say, to me, the best way to meet people is not online or on the website. It's not. So the best way is organically, and then you go visiting different. Also, when you come over here, go different towns, different areas, because also female, believe it or not, depending on what they are, the city or the town they are from, they be behaving and acting different.
So, for example, when I say organically, and you frequent places a lot, when I go to the cigar bar, when you go to the cigar bar with me, what typically happens when I walk into the cigar bar?
Oh, they act very, very friendly, like they know you. Even the female at the front desk, not the front desk, but the area where they sell the cigars over there, even the guys at the bar, because the guys at the bar, they always treat you like they know you, call you by your name. They already know what you drink. Like, oh yeah, they have to know he's there every week. So
Ain't that?
I'm just playing. But yeah, they act like they know him. You're asking why they already know. They always ask the same thing. That's what he get.
Right.
But yeah.
So for me, if I was single, it'll be easier for me to have a conversation with the women that's in the bar, in the cigar bar, because they already, I feel like I know them somewhat, and they feel like they know me somewhat. So it'd be easier for me to have a conversation with. It's not like a cold approach, like, hey, how you doing, blah, 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 and get your number. It's more like, it's just, I think at that point, everybody's guard is down, and you kind of, you make a move. But
it's easy to have an interaction with somebody when you, let's say, pre-know them.
Pre-know them?
That's something that I made up.
She made that up.
Yeah,
Pre-know.
Pre-know. Oh, that's something what you know before. Pre-know. So, you know that I'm known for me making words, so I'll find that strange and make it.
Yeah, you invented that one now right there. So guys, the bottom line is you need to pre-know somebody.
Exactly.
Before you get to know them. So just kind of going back to the two scenarios where the guy left a comment about the reason why he decided that he's not going to retire because an expat had a bad experience, and versus this mature couple, white couple who's here, who's a family who's here to actually enjoy the culture. Me being, if I was on the outside and I'm looking in and I'm looking at both of these scenarios, I'm watching this expat and his experience, and he telling everybody about his experience, and then I'm looking at this couple here. I don't care what race this person is. I don't care what his gender is. And I don't care what race these people are. These people align more with my particular situation because I am married. I have a daughter. They don't have kids, but they align more with what I want to do when I come to the Dominican Republic than this person over here. So I'm going to assume that my experience is going to be more like theirs than his. So I think it's important that, it's okay to listen to people and take everything in, but you also got to know, how to dissect that information. And you got to also know, what your situation is and how you plan to live when you get over here. Because like I say, because whoever this guy was is saying that, oh, I'm a follow this expat, because now of what he said. What about when this expat goes somewhere else and he don't like where you gonna move? So you just follow this guy everywhere you go? So whenever he decide that he don't like something or he have embarrassed man, you gonna get up and leave too? That is just silly.
Or whenever he go and then he starts saying, oh, this place is good, I like this place, you're gonna be there. But then when he open up and say, this is not good anymore because I also have a bad experience there, you're gonna be changing places just because his agenda. You need to look at your own agenda and make your own agenda, the places that you wanna go. What is the reason why you're gonna go to these places?
Right. So I think that's probably about it. I don't wanna, harp on it too much, but, we just felt like we needed to, make this video because there's a lot of noise online and people are, saying all these crazy things and, putting their experiences out, which is, I guess it's fine, but, they do it in a way as if what their experience is going to be everybody's experience. And I'm here to beg to differ that that's not true. When you look at, here's what you need to do. Well, I basically already said it, but when people are talking, look at their lifestyle. And when you look at their lifestyle, ask yourself, is the lifestyle they living the lifestyle I want? And if it's not the lifestyle you want, then you can't expect to have the same results as them.
It don't matter at that point. Even though I know that sometimes people be saying their experience and not saying that it's gonna be your same experience, that you say an experience, and then people take it as if it would be the same experience just because they are foreigner. Either if anything happen, they're gonna treat me bad because I'm a foreigner, and nothing gonna be on my side.
Right. So again, always take in consideration the person who's talking, their lifestyle, and always contrast that with your lifestyle, and because you can have a totally different experience. So just keep that in mind.
So yes, this is all what we have right now. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share. And we will see you in our next one. Bye.